Continuing on, at this point I want to add actual content to our theme here, because right now obviously it's not that exciting. I'm going to go ahead and add or remove the lorem ipsum I added earlier. I'll keep this div. I think it's going to be kind of a skeleton of what we repeat as far as the sections as we go down the page. And in terms of sections, I mean, like, this is a section, the photo, and then this is a section, same with this one. They'll all have similar but different markup. So to start, I'm going to add links in our menu. They won't actually, they're just going to link to different sections of the actual page down here. So we really don't need to link to actual internal pages at this point. So that's something to keep in mind with your own projects. You'll probably have actual real pages you might need to use unless you're creating a landing page just like this. But to do that, you can go into WordPress. Let me center this. And appearance, and then menus. So in here will be our actual live menu. I'm going to remove these. And then I'm going to add custom links for now. These are going to point to nothing. So I'm going to just add a hash. And we'll actually use our design as a reference. So we need Y H2O drink, and then add to menu, and then we need one more that is our mission, and final, this will be try H2O drink. So for this particular link, it's hidden right now, but if you were to need to add a class to say we want to style this button as it is, there are advanced menu properties. If you go to screen options and in the menu interface like this, and you click screen options, you can add all of these things, a title attribute, link target, basically, I mean, a description's cool if you need to deal with that. Like if you're doing a commercial theme or something like that, that's useful. What I like to have is the title attribute and the CSS classes. So of course it's optional, but in this case I'll probably add, like, I'm just assuming I'll do like a button class and then a button primary, maybe, because most of our buttons are this yellow color. So I'm going to probably keep that as our primary call to action kind of color. This one, you know what, I'm going to remove title attributes for now. Just let the navigation label do the work. I'm going to call this just primary menu. I tend to do that on all my projects. It's just something I identify with. So there you go. Okay, so with that done, these two don't necessarily need a CSS class. We can add it if we need it later on. So that's going to be our main menu. If you notice the design, the footer menu is quite a bit more elaborate. To fix that, you can actually create a new menu, which I will do. Oh, I think I need to do it again. Okay, create a new menu. This will be footer menu. Cool. So then this will need specific pages I might create. Again, we'll kind of copy what we had earlier for the Y H2O drink. Our mission. Support, press, affiliate. We'll actually add try as well. try H2O drink. And you probably wondered why I skipped the other ones, because we still need to create pages, actual pages for these support, contact, and press pages. I'll probably add those as separate actual pages. Why don't I go ahead and do that? So I'm going to delete the sample page and add support. For now, I'll just leave it as is. Nothing fancy yet. Contact, publish, add new, press. That would be like a place for the press kit, or if you need assets from H2O, it's a way to get those directly. If, say, Jamie were to go to a conference or something like that, or be featured somewhere, it's a quick way to get a hold of that stuff. Affiliate program, I don't know if this is a thing yet, but that's just kind of an idea that we're thinking of doing. Basically, affiliate means you get percentage based off of whatever you can help sell in terms of the product at hand. So if I was an affiliate for H2O drink, if I sold the product itself, I would get a small percentage of each sale or something like that based on how it's set up. We're going to keep that as is. We need privacy policy and terms and conditions as well. These are all just simple sub pages that aren't necessarily like super important, but they do have a place on most websites, so not something you want to forget. Privacy policy. Do they need to be entire new pages? I don't know, but I'm creating them right now, so we'll run with it. Okay, so if we go back to all of our pages, you'll see them all here. I called home just because it can be called whatever. Maybe we'll update it for SEO purposes after we get into more of the keyword planning and all that stuff, which we do here as well. Okay, so next, got that. So one extra thing, we created a footer menu. We need to add those pages, which are, in this case, after our mission, we have support, contact, press, and affiliate program. This needs to come down. I think we should be good. I'm going to add this, add a class, what should it be? Footer, try H2O footer link, because this needs to be styled differently than our header. And I don't know why I made it so long and complicated, but hey, it's all good. This part I think I'll leave pretty much. I mean, the date's going to be dynamic. This stuff I can do direct link with WordPress, PHP stuff. These I'll add in later on. I'll probably have some custom fields where Jamie can enter in her social media links if they exist, and if they don't exist, these icons won't show. I'm going to use a plugin for that. It's called Advanced Custom Fields, one of my most used plugins ever. If you haven't tried it, you're missing out. There is a free version, but I'm going to use the pro version. But don't worry, if yours isn't the pro version, you can still do a lot with it. Okay, at this point, we have our assets, we have the menus in place. Even though our footer menu is here, we still need to actually initiate it inside our functions file. Right now there is only the primary one to register nav menu. I've actually renamed this, if you remember, to primary menu, I believe. So I'm going to do this again for the footer menu. So at this point, we should be able to use this in our footer. Let me go back. So right now, okay, I need to fix that. So I believe our menu is pulling the same pages. Or am I correct in that thinking? Okay, yeah. What we can do is use this ID, and I'm actually going to copy the code from the header. WordPress has a WP nav menu call, and because this is showing all of our pages now, it's looking for this menu ID. And that isn't the one we recreated, so we actually need to make this primary menu, and it should only show the right ones, I believe. Or wait a second, what am I doing here? Primary menu. I'm gonna call this primary menu and footer menu. And I changed these to underscores. So let's try to update that here. Theme location. I can't type. Let's see if this works. Okay, no. Interesting. Okay. For grins, I'm going to go in the footer and add this bit of code, but call the same kind of function here. So we'll do footer menu. Okay, so there's our footer menu. I don't know why it has home. I'm gonna add container to that div, so we'll get it to wrap. And let's go back to the interface real quick. Maybe I forgot something. So primary menu is this. Okay, we need to check that box. Display location, it assigns to that. And the same with the footer menu. We needed to manage locations, which you can do also from this tab here. So that said, this should be working, but it's not. Why is that? Interesting. I usually don't have this problem. Weird. Bear with me. It should be showing what we have in the widget, the actual menu. So the home menu should only show these three, but it's not. It's currently set to footer menu. Let me double check my code. Oops. All right, let's try. There. Those need to be the same. Live and learn. Okay. So let's do the same for the footer menu. Cool. All right, there's our menus. From here, I need to install a few plugins. Some of those are paid, so I'm not gonna really broadcast me putting in some serial codes and stuff like that. You guys don't need to see it. So I'm gonna make this video pretty short, and then in the next one we'll have those plugins activated and ready to go to get some of this content on our homepage all set up and ready to edit.